Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tales of Arise demo. I'm still kind of on the fence about this. Yes. Start demo. Let's go. It is not a long game. Oh, I hope I said Japanese still. Sure, we'll play Doofus McPants. Not my favorite character, but we'll play Doofus McPants. I don't know if you can see this, and I've heard people talk about the demo and they say something, but all the textures have this quality, like they're in a painting or a storybook. I actually love this look, but I always noticed that it didn't translate super well to YouTube, I guess because of compression. I don't know if you can see it. I have finished this, and I will say I was tempted to pre-order the game because it looks pretty interesting. I love the storybook look. Like it looks so cool. It's so pretty. Let's go fight these boars. Or whatever they are. Like even on her eyes, look at her eyes. They're kind of textured interesting. Like for material, like even the material on her clothes is kind of the same. It's still shiny. It's fascinating. I love that we've reached a point with graphics, where we can, or where developers can make look like whatever they want. Yada yada. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, excuse me. Or developers can just make the game look however they want. Okay. Thank you. So I'm just like mashing buttons. This combat system kind of reminds me of... I gotta turn this down a bit on my side. The party makeup just changes depending on who you have in the front. Interesting. I really need to turn it down on my side though. It is very loud. I would have adjusted it in post so you wouldn't even notice. There we go. There we go. So, I could talk forever about how cool this demo just looks and this game is gonna look. Yes, there's no victory screen or anything like that. And, well, that doesn't bother me too much. I'm probably gonna bother other people. Maybe people who play more games in the series. From my understanding, most of them aren't connected in any way, shape, or form with characters. But I have to say, I love the way this one looks. Whether or not I'm actually gonna buy it or not at launch is gonna come down to a lot of things. And I'm gonna switch over to the cam to explain. Actually, let's switch over to the my games, and I'll show you why. I have a Yakuza Like a Dragon. We own a physical copy of that. I don't have it handy, unfortunately. So I have Yakuza Like a Dragon going. I have I haven't started Child of Light. Really? I started it and was like, this is cool, but I'm not in the mood. Dragon Quest 11S. I have a physical copy now. I bought it because I love this game. It is fantastic, and I'm not really far enough through it to say I'm anywhere close to finish. I'm probably much closer to the end of Yakuza Like a Dragon. But damn, do I love these. So I've got these. These are massive RPGs. These are long games going already. And I also have on PC, I think it's Blue Reflection going, and there's a new Neptune game coming out soon. Yes, I have Blue Reflection going, which I would say is pretty good, but I've been kind of not playing it much. Not because I don't want to, but because I just have way too many games. And then Psychonauts 2 comes out of nowhere and just is like, hey, you gotta beat me, like, now. Should be installed. Yeah, there it is. I've beaten Psychonauts 2, but it's gonna take a little bit longer to make a video on that. But let's get back to the game. We'll resume briefly. I don't want to play for the whole demo. The whole demo is like 45 minutes. You can go play it on your own console, or I don't know if it's available on PC. I really like the storybook look. It's kind of awesome, actually. Again, I don't know how. I remember seeing this. I've seen this game so many times in videos, and I find that I never saw this sort of texture work. It doesn't seem to translate well, which is a shame because it looks gorgeous. Like, oh, beautiful. We'll just steal all your stuff. Yes. So, it's got your usual JRPG goodness. Again, English or Japanese voices. I'm always going to pick Japanese voices. You will never get me to change my mind on that because I've been learning Japanese and I just prefer it because I find they're more fun.
なあ、シオンの武器はどこから来るんだ？
どこからってどういう意味？
戦いになるとどこからともなく現れるじゃないか。
ただの転送技術よ。普段は虚空に沈めてあって必要な時に呼び出すの。わかった？
わからないけど、すごいな。え？だっておかげで重い武器を持ち運ばなくていいし、敵に奪われる心配もないんだろ？すごい発明じゃないか。
あなたダナでしょ？敵の技術を褒めるの。
変か？技術は技術だろ？敵も味方もない。
それはそうだけど。
I even like those little segments. As long as they're fully voiced. There is stuff that's not voiced, but when games are as long as they are. Honestly, party chatter and things like that just make my day. You get the same sort of thing in Yakuza Like a Dragon, where you'll go somewhere and the party will start yakking about something. Excuse me. And that's flavor text and fantastical elements to an RPG. And I think that RPGs, unlike a lot of games, because they tend to be like 40 to 60-ish hours long, they can flesh out characters more.
こっちじゃないな。
Okay, fine. I just wanted to like look around a bit, because that's basically what I want to do, is wander around and yak about what I like about RPGs and why I am interested in playing this game, but so deep in other RPGs, and 3 of them, that it's probably a bad idea to pick up another one, because I also have, I don't know why I do this to myself, but picked up this copy of Judgment. Screw my free time, right? I haven't even installed this yet. I opened it up, and I'm like, I'll finish Yakuza Like a Dragon, then I'll get the Judgment. And then Lost Judgment is out in a few weeks. So there's just so many games to play, and I absolutely love like all of them, and it's becoming hard because like this looks awesome. If they can keep up this really cool storybook-esque, maybe it's like a watercolor painting look in later levels, and I would love to see like what the boss level looks like when everything is. Yeah, the combat's fine. It's not what I call, thank you, not what I call amazing, but I played all sorts of RPGs with varying different combat styles. You have Yakuza, which is turn-based, which is a lot of fun, and fun abilities, fun character classes, fun all sorts of things. But Tales of Arise here has a very interesting combat system where, yes, I think it's decent. But I'm not sure I like it better than others. But even then, I find a lot of turn-based JRPGs are, or even turn-based RPGs in general, are like live or die on how good their combat is. Games like Divinity come to mind, Wasteland 3 comes to mind. Nani? Just don't look like you know where you're going. Well, thank you, Don man. I don't know how they would write that in Japanese.
さて
ね。
分かった
I don't know. I just love RPGs and the worlds and going to play stuff. My problem with them is that a lot of them tend to be just really long, and And I want to play other things, so I kind of don't get to play everything, which sucks because I want to play all the way through them. I want to see all the cool stuff. But whenever it gets to a point where I need to grind, like, I got to the end of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the one on the Switch. I really like that game, but as soon as it's like, oh, you gotta grind to finish, I'm out. I just get bored.
面白いな。
だろアルフェには無理だろうけど。
相手を一時に捉え
I have played through all sorts of RPGs
あんま
and
り見ないで。
ここは
Thank
戦い
you.
やすそうだ。キサラ大きいもんね。盾のことだよな。
I played a lot of RPGs, and I find the best ones are the ones that don't pad the game out by requiring you to do stuff. It's okay to have like option, like if you want to level all the way to the top and see where the thing is. Thank you. I'm gonna go camp. I'm not gonna cook, we're just gonna camp. And I think that's where I'm gonna get to the end of it. Like, if you want...
悩むわね。え、まさか食べる話？それ以外にあると思って。素材で言う？
If you want to talk about like fun and condensed sort of JRPGs, Neptune is great for that. They're about 30 to 40 hours ish of content. A lot of it is talking and character interactions, but I appreciate them. Then you have games like Yakuza Like a Dragon, which has this... Kasuga's such a fun character, and I plan on talking about the game at some point, but it's probably gonna be a huge undertaking, especially for me. It takes me so long to make stuff. But Tales of Arise. Let's get back to the game that I'm playing. It looks good, but I don't think I'm picking it up at launch. Not because I don't think it's worth it. If you've got the hole in your schedule to play it, I've been looking at mine and it has been getting rather full. And then I'm like, well, let's start a run of Nice Old Republic because I'm just like that. I will get back to Dragon Quest XI S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, at some point. It's kind of funny, a lot of these games are running Unreal Engine now, but I can see why, since it does great things. I haven't noticed any like super downsides to it. I really love the texture work in this game though. Even the character models, they're just oh, it's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way the eyes look like paintbrush strokes. The little owl thing is adorable. Oh my god, is it so cute. They're like fake talking around the fire. Yes, I'm stoic. I don't know. Tales of Arise, I'm still on the fence about. I've been on the fence since I saw it. I'm not a fan of the series. I'm kind of hoping that at some point they put games like Altair Reza or just Altair in general on Xbox Tecmo puts other games out, but not Altair Raza. Like, people aren't gonna buy it. I would test the waters, because Altair is arguably one of the more interesting RPGs I've played in a while. Tales of Arise, though? I'll probably play it at some point. I know people are like, well, just go play Tales of Vesperia if it's on Game Pass. And that, I think that is a legitimate criticism. It's like, why would you play the new one when you can play with the old ones? One of the best ones on Game Pass. Yeah. The Tales of Arise here? I could see why people want to play it. It's gorgeous. This game is absolutely gorgeous and runs at a rock solid 60 FPS here on the... I don't know if I can adjust it. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go over here. There we go. On prioritize frame rate. There is a prioritize resolution or graphics option. If this was a regular turn-based RPG, I would say going with the graphics is fine. But since this is action RPG and you do button prompts and you need to dodge things, I prefer 60 FPS. Having the option is always fantastic, and I like that in games, and I get happy every time I see games that have it. Because there's going to be more and more options for games moving forward, and it's very important. Oh, you turn up tips. Okay. I just galled. I mean, it's not generic gold, but who cares? Anyway, just me blabbing about RPGs. Tales of Arise looks cool. Maybe check out the demo for yourself. Decide if it's something you want to play. Like I said, I think you need to see these textures to believe how cool the like kind of painted look is. It's just, oh, I love it. Love it. It does make me want to play this game. It really does. And I'm kind of torn because I would love to just pick it up and play it, but I don't know how far I'd get into it before I got sidetracked by something else. Because there's other games coming out in the fall that I'm a little interested in. But I'm reiterating and babbling at this point, so I'm gonna let you all go because I need to get this up and get some sleep. So you all have a good week. I'll see you Tuesday. It might be. I'll probably tweet about it. It might be Monday or Wednesday for the stream because Tuesday is a birthday party or something. So I'll tweet about what's going on with that. But I'll see you this week for stream. We're streaming Dead Space. But until then, matane.